Hello, welcome to Poetry Changes Lives. This book of poetry history, thought for the day, each day of the year. It gives me such a boost reading this book. And, recently I've had a bit of illness, which is still sadly going on. And I'm finding poetry such an enormous inspiration, help, and giving me so many insights into the human condition that I am just astonished and so glad that I have poetry in my life. PoetryChangesLives.com is the website, of course, where you can read more about it. Buy the book if you wish. Let me demonstrate what's in the book. On this day in 1887, two very remarkable people met for the first time. Helen Keller met Annie Sullivan. Helen Keller had been rendered deaf and blind by an illness, possibly meningitis, at the age of just 19 months. And Sullivan worked with her to help her express herself. Even though she was deaf and blind, she finally achieved a breakthrough when Keller felt running water on her hand and recognized the connection with the symbol pressed into her other hand. A remarkable achievement by two amazing women. By 1900, Keller had achieved admittance to Radcliffe College, where she studied English, wrote several books, campaigned for the rights of disadvantaged people. She died in 1968, aged 87. It was an extraordinary life. Helen Keller said this of poetry: great poetry, whether written in Greek or in English, needs no other interpreter than a responsive heart. I think that's very true. When Annie Sullivan died in 1936, Helen Keller was holding her hand. Such a wonderful example of cooperation, working together, just pure mutual regard, respect, and love. There's many statues of Keller and Sullivan around the world. One bears the inscription, "The best and most beautiful things in the world can't be seen or even touched. They must be felt with the heart." Well, today I'm going to read Elizabeth Barrett Browning's sonnet, one of her wonderful sonnets from the Portuguese. I particularly like this one, about two people with high regard for each other. Here we are. When our two souls stand up, erect and strong, face to face, silent, drawing nigh and nigher, until the lengthening wings break into fire at either curved point, what bitter wrong can the earth do to us when we should not long? But be ye here contented. Think, in mounting higher, the angels would press on us and aspire to drop some golden orb of perfect song into our deep, dear silence. Let us stay rather on earth, beloved, where the unfit, contrarious moods of men recoil away, and isolate your spirits, and permit a place to stand and love in for a day, with darkness and the death hour rounding it. Such a profoundly beautiful, solemn yet very emotional. Elizabeth Barrett Browning really could put across emotion and the idea of beautiful abstraction in a unique way. Today I will remember that true love consists of giving to others. Thank you for listening.